Hi there, I am Leanne, the CEO and founder of Living Healthy by Leanne. And today I want to talk to you about carbohydrates. Definitely, without a doubt, one of the most controversial topics ever known within the food industry. From ketogenic to low carb, to high carb, to carb cycling, you hear it all. You hear about carbs are bad. Carbs are bad because they make me gain weight. Let's just be real. Everything's going to make you gain weight when taken in large portions much bigger than you should be taking in. And if you go to any restaurant, you're going to see, if you look at the true portion, like a burger and fries or even steak and potatoes, you're going to see that the portions of carbohydrates are much, much greater than what you should be taking in. With that said, let's talk about what carbohydrates do for us. They support weight loss. They regulate mood. They support heart health. They improve brain performance, reduce cancer risk, improve sleep pattern, and they also support the digestion. They provide a source of energy for our bodies. Let's talk about heart health for a second, and then I'll get to weight loss. With the heart health, this is really important because it prevents cholesterol from being built up within the arteries. That cholesterol is what leads to heart attacks, things like that. So our heart health is kind of just a little bit important, right? Now let's talk about weight loss. Carbohydrates provide us a certain amount of vitamins and nutrients that we need to get in. And we can only derive some of those vitamins and nutrients from carbohydrate sources like granola or oatmeal or grainy toast or nice dark brown rice, whole grain. Things like that provide us really good dense nutrition that we can take in and our bodies can take in and turn into energy for us. Carbohydrates are a fuel source. So, with that in mind, let's talk about the weight gain and weight loss. We talked about this a little bit yesterday as well, but when our bodies get fed the right amount of carbohydrates or nourishment, our bodies function. And when it functions well inside, our goals are going to be that much easier to attain, thus helping with the weight loss. Now, it is a source of energy. So when taken in, let's just say late in the day, excuse me, and let's just say we take in a large portion of potatoes with our steak. Our bodies can't break down and use that much energy at a time. So some of that energy, instead of being used, because you're not doing that much towards the end of the day, it has to be stored. And the only way the body knows how to store is as fat. So, carbohydrates are energy. Energy not burned is fat. Okay? Think about it like that on a more simpler scale. Carbohydrates are energy, but energy burned is good. So, you're taking in the carbohydrates in the morning, maybe at lunch, in portion sizes right for your body. You're not going to have a problem burning that off, right? That's why I always say carbohydrates at dinner, excuse me, aren't always the best idea. So, once in a while, you're going to be going out to dinner, and that's just fine. Maybe you avoid the carbohydrates in the morning, and maybe you avoid them at lunch, and you save them for that meal out, and you take them in, but take them in a portion size that's right for you. Now, let's talk just a little bit about your brain performance. If you've ever done a low carbohydrate diet for any amount of time, you'll notice that your brain tends to get a little bit foggy. Your energy goes down, your mood gets affected. There's a reason for this. You're depriving your body of nutrients it needs in order to function. So, again, I go back to the fact, these fad diets like ketogenic and low carb aren't always the best for you, particularly long term. Now, You're going to hear completely controversial stuff on this. This is based on my expert opinion and education and science. Your body needs carbohydrates. It needs a certain amount in order to function well. Unless you're a diabetic, unless you have a doctor's guided nutrition expert beside you, I highly discourage anything like ketogenic or low carb. In fact, if anything, if you're going to do a carb cycling, which would be 2 days low, 1 day of normal, I would even not recommend it for more than a few weeks. But that, again, has to be really, really regulated, because your body's going to be deprived of some of that nourishment that it needs, and you have to give that somewhere else. So, know your portion sizes, know how to take this in, know how to do it properly for your body, and you're going to be just fine.